how am I going to get leads into my business outside of friends and family? Because that's where we all start, isn't it? Yeah, friends, family, referrals, right? But how can I get it? How can I get people coming to me for something that they're looking after? Well, first and foremost, right? This is how I would do it. And so the first thing is I need to identify what the issue is, right? Now, I don't need to really go specifically dead niche, but I don't want to be, right, where do I get a mortgage? Because that's just an open-ended comment, right? You need to find out what people are actually looking for. So you're probably thinking about how do I do that? There's a really, really good website called answerthepublic.com. Right. So anyone listening, I think you get 5 free searches a day. You can even go onto a premium plan if you want, but don't do that because we're talking about starting for free here and scaling up. So if I go onto there and I search something like, I can just put first time buyer, or I could put mortgage. What this tool does is it breaks down every search that's been looked for on Google over the past, I think it's 90 days. But essentially what it's telling you is, it's giving you all the questions that's been asked of the search engine, the what, the hows, the whens about mortgages. So it'll say, when my mortgage expires, what happens to the title deeds? How do I apply for mortgage if I have adverse credit? What happens if my credit score is 300 and I'm applying for a mortgage? Things like that then start to niche down a little bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you create content based on. Go on, yeah.
Sorry, Matt, I just thinking that, so from a question point of view, when you're looking at something like that on a website, I'm guessing it gives you volume. It's giving you the volume of traffic and the volume of people that are searching those same questions.
So it doesn't give you, this is the bit where I think the premium plan doesn't give you the volume. It gives you all of these exploded in one view. Okay.
Right.
So if you can picture it, you'll have a circle that goes round with all the what, where's and how's coming off. And within each sort of split gram, you'll have to the left, how do I get hold of a mortgage if I have adverse credit? And it'll list the questions out. And as part of that, then you just create a piece of content. Yeah. That answers that question. So I use video for now because this is something that those that have seen my LinkedIn know that I like a video every now and again. And if let's say you focus a video, right? So here's my niche topic. I've seen that a lot of people are searching how to get a mortgage with adverse credit. Okay. And again, that for me, it's a bit broad, that term, but let's keep it for that for now. Let's say it's a video content, dead simple. How do you get a mortgage when you've got adverse credit? You make a short 30 to 40 second video clip around a specific area of adverse. So you can niche that down into how to get a mortgage if I have a default or a CCJ, or, I've just exited an IVA, whatever that may be. And give people hints and tips on, right, who to contact, what to look out for, what potential solutions that you may or may not find. So for example, how do I get credit? How do I get a mortgage if I've got an active CCJ? Okay. Great. So first of all, the video starts with your options are going to be limited, but they're not impossible. Second of all, what have you got to look out for as a potential consumer? What was a CCJ about? When did you get it? What's the next steps? And that's the key, the call to action, which is the offer. Because there's plenty of mortgage brokers out there that offer the service. However, if you need to know what your credit's like and state of affairs at the moment, you can either call to action, give the broker themselves doing the video a call, or you take it a little step further. So are you with me so far on that little?
Totally.
There's some people out there that are doing a phenomenal job on what they do here, and I'll name them towards the end. But so then, what does that? Well, here's a question for you. Then, what do you see on every social media platform with videos? What do you see available on every single platform that has video content for you to do as the viewer of that? What do you see?
Like what's available to you? You can subscribe to that channel.
Subscribe. So always a call to action, subscribe, because you're pushing that out then. What happens then is these people that are liking and subscribing, you're getting bought into their algorithm. Every time they log onto that app, they're seeing your and related content. So over time, they're going to start to see things come your way. This is how I've stumbled across various different mortgage brokers on platforms like Insta and TikTok, because I've liked different ones. And all of a sudden, I get loads, and it's great seeing how people do things differently. But I'll tell you the one thing that everyone does, link in bio. All right.
Okay. Yep.
And this is a free thing that everyone does here, and it's brilliant because do you know what? You could do anything you need to here. Your link in bio could be your contact services. It could be, I've seen the great ones offering, free trials on credit file bureau, which is great, because then you can kind of warm the customer up before they get there. They meet you in terms of, if they do meet you, they've got a credit file already based on your link. But I suppose, how do you make that work, and how do you get people coming back, right? And for me, the differentiator in this scenario is offering something for free. How many people go looking for a mortgage and come back with answers, but nothing that they really feel bought into and valued?
Yeah.
I know when I bought my first home, you get so many different answers. You think, I don't know what to do here. What do I actually need? And we're lost at the moment. Social media, you can get lost in it, but if you really know what you're looking for, you can find absolute diamond stuff out there. And there's a few people that are doing this really well at the moment, and they're creating, it might be like a short 10-page guide on something like Canva, or maybe a paid Adobe service that they've got. But that's the freebie. Mm-hmm. And when you offer that to a customer, so play that journey back. I've been searching for an issue. I've stumbled across Craig's video on Instagram or TikTok that's told me about the journey that I take on this particular issue, i.e. adverse credit. I can actually follow him and click a link in his bio that not only gives me an option to look at his 14-day free trial for my credit search that I need to find out how I can get this mortgage and if it's possible and how it's possible, he's also given me a free guide to potentially cleaning up my credit, maintaining finances well, the first-time buyer guide, all this great stuff. But I suppose then it's, okay, what do you get in return for that? And the key for me there is contact detail capture, right? Because you then make that a bit more techie, that journey, and you then capture them customers' contact details in exchange for your freebie. And all that you do then is you market that customer based on trends in the market, area, maybe if you want to get really deep into it, geographical differences in terms of area, if you know that level of information from the data capture, but really poignant and really, dare I say it, succinct messaging around your business, whether it be mortgage, whether it be protection, whether you're selling milk and you're trying to undercut the milkman in the area, whatever it is, right? That's for me is a differentiator.